Hey guys, good morning. It is, let me see here. It's almost 12 on Saturday. It's gonna be weird because each one of these videos is gonna be coming out the day after I shoot it, but whatever. I apologize first off if it gets a bit noisy. My dogs are all here. I have 4 dogs. I am a crazy dog lady. So they've just had breakfast, and this is generally when they like to play around and go crazy. So it might get a little nuts in here, but hopefully not too crazy. Today I'm doing this before I do any workouts. This is one of the rare weekends when Karen works on the weekend, so she took my truck today, and I don't feel like navigating the cold. The gym's relatively close, but not close enough to walk to. And I'm not a bus person. Once you go car, you don't go back. Actually, once you go truck, you don't go back. So I will be doing my workout later on today after she gets home. But just this one's gonna be quick. I know yesterday's was like a half hour long, so I'm gonna try and tone that down a bit. So this one will be a bit quicker. I woke up at 6:30, like usual. Legs, man, I'm still hurting. My legs are still hurting from yesterday. Oh yeah, before I forget, my first Bulletproof Coffee in months. If you've never had a Bulletproof Coffee, even though I broke my Keurig, I'll come back to this in a second. When we moved, stupidly I left my Keurig. I got a nice K425, one of like the big 2.0 ones. Stupidly left it in the truck overnight, and the water that was inside, I didn't realize there was any water kind of inside of it, but it froze, and from what I can tell, nothing ruptured aside from the heater. It looks as though like the freezing kind of pushed it apart and broke the seal around it. I've looked at it. I think it's going to be too much work for me to go in and fix it, so I'm going to have to buy a new Keurig. So in the meantime, I'm stuck using instant coffee. I don't know if it actually qualifies as coffee, but once you throw some butter and some brain octane in there, it's not too bad. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I was saying first Bulletproof Coffee I've had in months. Now, some of you are saying, hey, hold on. I thought you're just starting this whole thing. Well, actually, to be perfectly honest, last year, like over a year ago, started eating keto for a little bit, probably about a month or so. I was doing really well. We just kind of hit like a financial tough spot and couldn't keep up with buying all the right things. So, unfortunately, had to let that go, which is one of the shittier things sometimes in life, is that financially we have to kind of put our health second, which is bullshit. We shouldn't have to. Health should be number one, and then everything else should come after that. But unfortunately, the cost of living is far too damn high everywhere. So that's my rant on that. Yeah, legs still in pain from yesterday. I actually think yesterday started coming down a little bit of the keto flu. I don't know if I'm in ketosis yet, but like you saw in the video yesterday, I was starting to get like runny nose. Nose been running like crazy, dealing with that. And last night, probably around 10 o'clock, I started getting a really bad headache. So just kind of dealing with that a bit, but still doing good. I mean, aside from the insane leg pain right now, I'm probably I kind of punched my numbers in for my breakfast that I made. I went a little overboard this morning. I've got my Bulletproof Coffee. I could have cut some of this back, but I just felt really hungry, and I think that's all down to my legs. If my legs weren't hurting as much, I don't think I'd be I don't think I'd be, so hungry. But I got, here, wait for it, 6 eggs scrambled. Again, with 2 tablespoons of sour cream. Half of my little small avocado from last night. And then I went a little crazy and put 5 strips of bacon. So had I just only done like 3 strips of bacon and like 4 eggs, wouldn't have been too bad. But I'm pretty sure, looking at my numbers, I have eaten the majority. I'll be eating the majority of my my intake today from this meal. I'll have roughly 400 calories left for tonight, which, going by what I've been eating lately, that'll pretty much just cover like a steak or something. I'm going to try and eat some chicken tonight, though, because I've had steak the last 3 days, and those aren't cheap. Again, this is why I'm thinking about buying the cow, or a quarter of a cow sometime the next little bit. Get 300 pounds of meat for about $650. So any of you out there who are know any farmers, or have any access to a small town or something, instead of going to a grocery store or going to like a really expensive butcher, talk to a farmer and someone who farms cows, and see if you can get in on buying a side of beef. And that's what's called. It's a side of beef. I'm gonna buy a quarter probably the next couple months, and then I got 300 pounds of beef. I can tell them how to cut it. I can tell which steaks I want and what I want ground up into just ground beef. And the nice thing is, when you do that, the ground beef that you're buying is from one cow. It's not like when you go to like a grocery store or Walmart, and that ground beef that you buy is a bunch of cows and they're all thrown together. When you think about it, that's kind of gross. That's the one thing where I get grossed out with ground beef. Ground beef from one cow, much better. Anyway, that's really all there is today. I'm sure there's something else I wanted to tell you, but I can't remember. Right? Keep on keeping on. Life's garden. Dig it?